Next, tragedy strikes, accidents happen. Be there when the calls come in. It's back-to-back episodes of Rescue 911. Next on Discovery Health Channel.
This is 911. Do you have an emergency?
Today on Rescue 911. It's a rescue mission of a different breed as firefighters rush to save man's best friend. Today on Rescue 911.
Day in and day out in small towns and big cities throughout the country, firefighters routinely save lives of men, women, and children they've never met. But on February 3rd, 1991, in Rosemead, California, Chris Perez discovered that sometimes firefighters choose to go well beyond the call of duty.
There or something?
Yeah. The Amos told me go through mud.
So we seen Harvey over there in the mud, remember?
You guys. I got the bike out, but he fell, man.
That afternoon, Chris had invited a few friends over to the house, including Amos Garcia.
Chris went outside to go check on the dogs because they were kind of barking more than, usual.
I noticed the puppies were there, but Sparklets wasn't around. Let's go look for your mom. So I went out in the backyard.
Sparklet!
Looked down the hill. There was no sign of Sparklets. Sparklets! And kept going further back in the back of the yard. There was a few bars missing from the drainage, and I noticed there was some barking from down there. Sparklets! Sparklets had fallen in there.
Sparklet was trapped somewhere inside the steep 75-foot-long pipe. Chris's mom, Olivia, was just returning home from shopping with a friend.
Sparklets fell down in the drain pipe in the back.
We ran to the drain pipe, and I could hear her crying. I could hear her barking.
Baby, I can hear you. Okay, come on, baby.
Probably right in the middle there, Chris.
My main concern was if she was bleeding, she had a broken leg, or, who knows what happened, what kind of injury she could have had.
Chris and a friend went down to the bottom of the pipe to see if they could get Sparklet out.
You could still hear it barking and crying, but there was no sign of it.
I'll hold this right here.
By then, the puppies were really yelping and screaming, and they were hungry, and they needed to be fed.
I'm gonna go in
No,
there.
I don't think
And then Christopher decided, I'm going to go in, and I said, that's all we need is the dog and Christopher to get stuck.
I don't think you should go.
He was determined to go inside there and go rescue the dog.
Okay, careful. Careful, are you okay?
How you doing?
Are you
I'm all right.
okay? Are you okay?
Huh?
We figured as long as we had that rope around him and we were on the other end of it, he'd be all right.
Stop. Pull me up.
Are you okay?
We kind of were in a hurry to bring him back up.
Are you okay? Okay, not too hard, you guys. Not too hard.
We didn't know if he was stuck or if he just couldn't go any further.
There you go, right on.
Careful. Careful. Careful.
Watch your head.
Careful.
Watch your head. Give us your arm.
Careful.
You got him.
Careful. I'm going to go call the fire department now. I'm going to go call the fire
All right?
department and see
All right.
if
That's
we
just
can
too
get
far
her
down
out.
in there.
Olivia called the nearest fire station and spoke with Captain Dennis Ortiz.
My first response was I was just going to recommend she call the SPCA because we usually don't go out on animal calls. It's not worth putting a fireman in jeopardy, but she seems like a really nice lady, and it was just at that point we figured we'd better go out and take a look.
But the firefighters remained ready to respond to any calls for emergencies.
How you doing?
When the firemen arrived, I told them that I went down in there. They said I was crazy, And I said, well, you know, I'm trying to get my dog out of here.
It took them more than an hour to clear away all the mud blocking the pipe.
As it was getting darker, we didn't have no response from her. I would call her and tried everything, and she would stop crying, and I couldn't even hear her breathing.
Here, girl, sparklets!
Chris had an idea about bringing one of her puppies down.
It's kind of slippery right here. Grab them, careful. Sparklets. Come on, Sparklets. Yeah, she struggled a little bit. She can't do it.
She wasn't responding, and you know, she couldn't turn around in there to get out.
By the time animal control arrived with special equipment needed to try and reach the dog, Sparklet had been trapped for nearly 6 hours.
Hey guys, here you are. All right, our heroes are here.
Smash around here. Okay, you've got 6-foot extensions on there, okay? You need to connect the head to it. The noose, you have tension on there, and the rope will expand with the poles.
All right.
Rick McCone was one of the firefighters.
So I would take and put a pole in there and extend it up inside the hole that we had cleaned out as far as I could get it.
Nice and slow.
Yeah, okay, Sparklets. All right, I'm just about up to her, Rick. See if I can try to get it around her head here, pull her out that way.
I tried that 3 or 4 times to hook it around her head, but she kept pushing her head up against the top of the culvert.
All right, Sparklets, relax. I can pull her
Easy
back
on that rope, easy on that rope.
All right, Rick, I got it hooked around her front leg. Don't try to pull her back a little bit.
So I finally was able to hook it around her front leg.
There we go. Come on, Sparklets.
I pulled her back probably about 3 or 4 feet, and I pushed the pipe up a little bit past her and kind of just prodded her down, you know, pulling as much as I could, sliding her down along the edge of the pipe.
There you go, girl. Go slower, Rick. Sparklets. Yeah, there we go.
It's all right, mamas. Don't bite this man here.
Okay, girl. Okay, Sparklets. Okay, girl.
Yes, okay. Way to go, Rick. Yeah, all right. Yeah, way to go.
Everybody was just clapping and whistling. Oh, I gave her a big old kiss, big old muddy kiss, and I was happy.
The Perezes know that their local firefighters went beyond the call of duty to save their dog.
They did a wonderful job, and I was used to see them before, and I thought, well, you know, they're really brave, but now I think they're extra special people.
The next day, the Perez family called to thank us again for our efforts. That was nice of them. They were real appreciative. That was kind of a good feeling. We don't get thank yous very often.
They were concerned. You know, made me feel good. And as a little reward, you know, we offered them a puppy, and they accepted.
The puppy Cinders has become a permanent resident of Los Angeles County Fire Station number 4.
It's nice to have a dog around. This job can make you kind of hard at times. It's kind of insensitive, and it's kind of neat to see guys warm up to a dog. It's not a bad idea to have one in every station, I think.
Next, step inside the command center where the calls for help are answered and meet the real-life heroes who save lives. Stay tuned for another episode of Rescue 911, next on Discovery Health Channel. Real life, medicine, miracles.
Mr. Shapiro, step out of the car, please.